So happy to be here again, guys. I'm going to wait to see if everyone to jump in. So if you can see me okay, let me know. Obviously, put a hashtag live or hashtag replay if you're watching the replay. And if you are new here, why don't you say hello as well? So I'm Jenny Lyon Rainbow Anderson. I am a business coach for spiritual entrepreneurs. I'm also a master healer. I help my clients unlock their income and impact through and leadership through deep inner work and state of the art healing and state of the art transformational programs. So I can see a couple of people watching. So really good to have you here. If you are in the Facebook group right now and you want me to have an interaction and chat with you, you need to go to https://chat.restream.io/Facebook. That means that when you go there and allow Restream to see your profile, it means that if you are sending questions and I'm answering your questions inside the Facebook group, your name appears so I can see who I'm talking to, basically. If you're not on Facebook right now, don't worry about it. So that's just something that you can go and do now. I have someone here saying hi, and it does say hi, and it says Facebook user. So do go to restream.io/Facebook or FB, and then you can I can see who you are. Okay, great. So let's dive into this today. So if I'm going to let that run for a little bit and just make sure that you can see us okay and we can talk properly here. So today we are talking about unleashing your coaching business using the soul contract. And if you're new to my world, I use the soul contract in pretty much all my coaching programs. I use it with my private clients in our private mentorship, and I use it like pretty much with all the work that we do. So if you are a member of the Connect the Soul Club, which is the business membership, you know that we use this as soon as you have a new program, or if you want to launch a website, or if you want to run new coaching containers, etc. You just ask me, and we basically run the numbers for the soul contract, make sure they are the right numbers. If we're working one-on-one, obviously we are aligning everything completely up to your, aligned with your vision and what you see and the success that you want to create to make sure that it happens for you. So I wanted to talk a little bit today about the numbers again. And maybe you watched Discover the Gifts of Soul Contracts. Maybe you were on that event. If you were, amazing. I will run that event again actually soon. But that we discovered, a lot about the numbers there. So I wanted to talk a little bit about them today because when it comes to soul contract, I would say that using the numbers correctly is, yes, it is absolutely like you need to do this, or I would not do it. But at the same time, if you are launching a business and if you are growing a business, it's not only the soul contract numbers we work with. We may make sure we obviously need to position yourself in the market correctly and create transformational programs that actually change your clients' lives and then market them correctly in the places where you are meant to be, and also make sure that you have a brand, right? So there is so many different variables that are like included in your online success, and I use all of them with my clients, obviously, so that you can create the success and not just the success, but the impact that you're looking for and the freedom that you're looking for as an online entrepreneur. We also use the soul contract for personal sort of benefits. We use it in relationships, and we use it to see, optimize names, etc., as well. So I'm not going to talk about that so much today. I'm going to talk about the programs and, about how you can optimize, your coaching programs, how you can optimize your website, how you can optimize titles of your newsletters and things like that, so that you can, make the most aligned energy online with the work that you're doing. So we are going to dive in today. So what we are going to cover is basically what numbers are working well. So I'm just going to share the screen actually. And then I'm just going to show you this, guys. Let me see here. So yeah, so what we're going to do is we are going to talk about the strategic use of the numbers, how to strategically use them so enhance visibility and attract your ideal audience. We are going to talk about the numbers to embrace, so the ones that are most, most not just popular, but most powerful for you to have, to get visible, to draw people into your space, to have impact, all those things. And then what numbers to avoid in business, and with your online coaching business. And then how you optimize programs and coaching containers with using this as well. So that's what we're going to talk about. And I actually I thought of something. This exact event today is called Unleash Your Coaching Business Using the Soul Contract. And obviously I run it through the, through the software, but I actually wanted to show you how I chose it for today as well. So I think I'm going to just do that first, and I'm going to show you that piece first, and then we're going to dive into the, into the training, all of the trainings that we are doing today. Okay, so let's look at this event today. When it comes to anything online, we are looking to use numbers of 7, 13, 4s, 3s for teaching, etc. So I'm going to show you now see if I've got, oh yeah, let's do this one here. All right, here we go. So unleash your coaching business using the soul contract. So what happens, you see, with this work is that because I've embodied the work, I maybe had 1 or 2 goes with what I'm trying to say, and I find the right numbers. It's really quick. And that's also what happens with my clients. So when we work together, they might have an idea about what they want to say or do, or website or programs, and they've been trying to find a name for 2 weeks, and they give me what they've been doing, and I find it for them within 5 minutes, because that's this is the power of mentorship, right? So when I was talking or thinking about using the work today, I was thinking about, well, how can we talk about coaching business and unleashing the coaching business using a soul contract. And I want these numbers, so 13, 4, 12, 3 and 7s. So I'm going to explain to you exactly how my thought process was. So in foundations, it just means that this is the energy that pulls the people in. And the energy of the 13-4 is unconditional love, Christ consciousness, abundance, limitless expansion, and just endless possibilities. And that's a great number to have up front. You could have that up front or anywhere in the triangle. It also means that people feel the love, they feel the sharing of me, they feel that I'm being authentic, and that I'm connected to my truth when I speak about this topic. Then the abilities. This is the 12-3. So the 12-3, often we say in a business, for example, or if you are running a event that lasts for a week or something, we would never put a 12-3 anywhere, because the 12-3 can overdo it and overexpand and burn out. But because today is like a 30-minute deep dive where we're talking about the soul contract and how to unleash your coaching business, it doesn't matter. It's not going to burn me out for talking about it for 30 minutes. But what it's going to do, because this is also the depth of the soul, so like the 12-3 is about teaching from the depth of the soul, which is what I do, and also teaching you something really specific. It also means that that's what you're going to get today. And then the success of it means that lots and lots of people will see this replay. So whether they're watching the replay in the Facebook group or on LinkedIn or wherever else, they will see this. And the sevens means linking people together, pulling, attracting and magnetizing groups of people together to come together to heal and ascend and to improve and create success and all that in your life. So that was just for this particular, title for today. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed that one. So we're going to look at some other ones as well. So I'm going to just see if there was any questions or anything before I dive in. So I'm just going to check here. Yeah, we've got someone here. Hello. Hi, Jenny. Yes. Hi. I don't know who you are. You need to go to Restream and then I figure out who you are. Okay, so let's go back here. I'm just going to stop this thing at the moment. So you can send your questions in the chat. So even if you are in another place than Facebook, you can still, comment below if you have any questions. I'll find them later on, basically. All right. Okay, so let's dive in to the next step that we're going to do. So I wanted to show you what really has worked in my business. And I always use myself as a case study because I don't want to share my clients' it's private information sort of thing. So I'm just going to find the one that I wanted to show you first. I think this was oh no, that wasn't the one that. I'm just going to find the right one that we're going to work on first. Yes. Okay, let's work with this one actually. So I'm going to share the screen. And I'm going to share the screen. Where are we? Here we are. And we're going to do the next one. I think, is it this one? Entire screen, window. No, I'm just going to do the tab. Let me just double check the tab because I want to do the right tab. Oh yeah, that's the one there. Okay, cool. Just make sure we're on the right one. There we go. All right. So when it comes to choosing the right numbers for your website or for your programs or for anything else, they need to resonate also with your birth name or your optimized name. So ideally, there should be at least one category, or at least one category that is then reoccurring that you can find also in your birth name and in your optimized name. So let's look at just the brand name Jenny Lyon. So if you have checked me out on places, you know that I go under that name. My full name is Jenny Lyon Rainbow Anderson, but this is the brand name. So obviously sevens is the best numbers to have up front in any business and any brand. 13 fours is also okay, but the sevens are really brilliant because it means that the linking of the 7 here is actually bringing people, groups of people to the place. They're attracted to come in, and it's maximized visibility in this way. The talents means that obviously with the fours, it's duplication, sharing, intelligence, leadership, wealth, and limitless, duplication. And that's like what I stand for. So it's very aligned with my brand message as well. So I stand for that. And that's what I teach also my clients, not just, to raise in consciousness and heal deeply, but also to create limitless success in your life on every level. So it really sort of, is a part of my brand statement. The success, which is sevens, again means just lots and lots of people coming into the place, or lots of people being attracted to the business. Now you can see here how I have sevens in physical karma. This is not a clash, by the way. So sometimes you, if you know about soul contract, you also know that you wouldn't, put things together, but they may clash. But when it comes to business and your personal name, this is not a clash. This is just a recurring energy, which is a part of my name. Now, I don't have any fours in my birth name, but I have 13 fours. So the 4 is here in my optimized name, which is Jenny Lyon Rainbow Anderson. Now, when I went to choose my website, I knew I wanted .love in the end. And, it was like Spirit just magically made all this up, because I just put in JennyLion.love. I think that's the one I want. And, it couldn't be any better, because 13.4 up front, again, means unconditional love, Christ consciousness, creating wealth, abundance, success on every level, great leadership, teaching. And they're bringing lots and lots of people together with the abilities to catalyze and heal you guys, so that you can create limitless, successful lives and have, an amazing time here on earth. That's the whole idea. And then obviously, physical goals, 10.1 is all about, the 10.1 is all about high levels of service, high levels of integrity. It's an Archangel Michael energy. It's actually a masculine energy. And you can see that in Spiritual Karma and in Soul Destiny, I have this energy. So that is like returning as well. So it's just very, very fluid. This is just very, very fluid. Then I started to create, I launched the Connected Soul Club, which is a business membership for online entrepreneurs. I launched the Connected Soul Club in 2020. And I wanted it to be a place for lots of structure and support and connection. And this is exactly what the numbers are saying. Again, the 13.4 up front, which is all about bringing love, higher consciousness, higher consciousness, teaching, abundance, all the things that we, looking for. And the abilities here is very much about connection, because I wanted people to feel A, connected to themselves, B, connected to me, and then C, connected to each other, because I wanted it to be and really feeling themselves through the line or the pathway of success. Because we know that as a spiritual entrepreneur, we want to keep clearing and upgrading our own stuff. So clear our blocks, clear our trauma, change the DNA, upgrade everything, do the things so that we can raise in consciousness, so that we can deliver our gifts of service. Because once we do the deep inner work and really clear and do that through like embodied practices, we become successful. And this is exactly what the 8 is about. This is where we do all the divine healing and obviously all the other things, the light body activations and all the other things that I do in my programs. So the 8 is very much about embodiment and feeling yourself through the pathway to success. And it's not a mental process, it is an emotional and physical embodiment process. It's a spiritual, physical embodiment process. It's not an intellectual process, okay? And then the Success 11.2, this is all about support. So there's like a limitless of support inside the club. People feel tremendously supported in there, which is exactly what I wanted them to do. And then also the 11.2 also gives structure to people. So I'm very much about, here is your to-do list, get these things done, come back to me when you've done them, and then we do another list. And like, so when people need structure and they need a roadmap, they really love the Connected Soul Club, because I give them that. And most people find it hard to just kind of get on with their own, not knowing what they're doing. But in the club, you have this support to move the needle every week, which is exactly what this represents. It also is a high level of intelligence. It's a high level of teaching. The 11.2, it gives that kind of structure as well. So this is exactly what I wanted. So it is exactly what it does. Now, this is really good. So the Ascension Clearing Kit, I created Ascension Clearing Kit in 2019, I think. Was it 2019 or 18? It is an online healing program. So this online healing program can be bought on its own, or you get it included when you join the Connected Soul Club. Now, the Ascension Clearing Kit, again, it's about drawing people in. Obviously, it's an online program that can grow over time and really make people. So 16.7 is very much about bringing spirituality in plain English to people. And although it's a really high level state-of-the-art healing program that has got these amazing, processes that I use, it's really easy for people to use it. It's really easy. People just transform. I mean, there's people who's had the Ascension Clearing Kit for 5 years now, and they are still using it, and they're still transforming, and they're still, it's in plain English to them. And it's exactly what I wanted it to do as well. And again, it gives them structure on their healing journey. Do one, do step 2, do step 3, etc., which is really amazing. So the Ascension Clearing Kit is exactly this. It gives people structure, and it pulls people of all walks of life who is on the spiritual path. So somebody who is really advanced spiritually will really enjoy this, and somebody who's actually really starting out as well will really enjoy and really get benefits from this program. And that's exactly what the 16/7 is. It's like you're talking to all different walks of life with people who can understand it and make it, it's grounding spirit into the earth plane here with this 16/7. Okay, so my podcast is Visionary New Earth Leaders, and this is where I think I mentioned this not so long ago. I mentioned this. I was saying about the 9s. So 9s usually something we don't want to put in spiritual businesses, but depending on what aspect of the business it is, it can actually work. So the 9 is the power of the dragon, which means that it's a very powerful, strong energy, which means that it really normally appeals very much to leaders, CEOs, executives, people that have powerful positions. And I wanted to attract those people because I love working with leaders. I love working people with 9s, people who are here to make a big change and to claim it. So that's why I put the 9 in here. And I wouldn't have put that into the main part of my business, because it wouldn't, it wouldn't be good. I don't think. I don't feel like that would have been a good thing for me. But for the podcast, it feels brilliant because it does have that potent, punchy sort of energy to it, which is what I love. I love the 9s because I just do. Again, 16/7 is all about drawing people from all walks of life in there and get people interested in it, and then and then draw those people groups, lots of people in. And then the 10/1 is high levels of service, high levels of integrity, high levels of consciousness, and high levels of transformation, which means that the people that are listening to this, it's almost like if they cannot relate to the level of consciousness which I am sharing from, it won't appeal to them. Yeah. So it's just really people who really want to really expand their consciousness, and people who really would like to, really, really raise their vibration, and really, advance in their energy and their leadership. So he's doing exactly that. Now, the next program I want to talk about is Light Up Your Inner CEO. So the Light Up Your Inner CEO, the way I've spelled it here, it is Inner CEO, which is a CEO, but we have to spell it out like this to make it right. So you wouldn't put just the C and then just the E and then just the O. And again, a CEO is a leader. So I love having leaders in this particular program, people who are really serious about their growth and their, expansion, consciousness level, create wealth, success, all levels. And what's really interesting here as well is that with the light body work itself, it is the light body work itself is a channeled process by Tachira Tachiren and Archangel Ariel. It is of the highest level of vibration and consciousness level available on the planet, which is Christ consciousness, which is 13.4. So the program that holds the vibration of this is also, you can see it in the numbers here as well. And it is delivered with enormous amount of levels of love and transformation and deep, deep change. And that's exactly what the program does. And you can find this program, all these programs I'm talking about, you can find them on my website, by the way. So if you're interested in Light Up Your Inner CEO, we start the next group in February. It's on the website. You can go and have a look at the Light Body Activation Group program there. But yes, so again, force, this is about success, high levels of intelligence, leadership, high levels of teaching, abundance, the flow of limitless, access to abundance. And this is exactly what I wanted for this program as well. So I wanted people who are in this program to set the foundations for their highest level of performance that they could ever have in this lifetime, the highest level of consciousness, obtained that is possible for them this lifetime. And this is exactly what this program does. Then we have the Facebook group, which is the Visionary Leaders Success Society. So some of you are in this group already. So again, the 13.4 upfront, which is the love, Christ consciousness. It makes people feel connected again in here, I hope. It is all about feeling yourself through the entrepreneurial journey and your consciousness journey, and creating, the success and everything that you see in your life that you want. And then obviously the 10.1 is high levels of integrity, high levels of service, high levels of delivery. Everything is done in that way in this group. So I think you can all feel that as well. So that was the how to optimize to use it in programs and Facebook group and your website and things like that. We're going to also look at what we should not be using in a moment as well. But I'm just going to check if there was any questions or anything there. So let's have a look if there was anything in the chat box. No, I can't see anything. All right. So so I'm just going to show this one here. You can have a look. You can discover more about the soul contract reading actually on my website as well. So let's look at the next step, which is what we would not want to use, because there's certain things, there's certain numbers that we don't want. So I'm just going to get that up as well. Here we go. And what is not a good idea, sort of thing. And I'm going to explain why. Why it's not a good idea. So I'm just changing everything here, and let's do another share. Okay, so here we are. I think this is it. Oh no, that's not it. There, that one, yeah. Okay, cool. All right, so let's look at this one. So when I wanted just to create my brand, which was actually in 2018, that's when I decided to create my website, the one I have now. I was looking at different website names and stuff. So here we have one. So Jenny Lyon rainbow.net, Jenny Lyon rainbowanderson.com, Jenny Lyon rainbow.uk.com. So there was a few different ones I was looking at here. So I'm just going to explain why these were not a good idea. So we don't want any 5s up front or any 14 5s in any place. I would not use 5s in any spiritual business unless it's a very, very niche business that you work with, animal healing only for, let's say, horses, just horses. It's very niche, or maybe even more niche, The 5s is very much about niche and innovation energy, which is great for downloading new ideas, etc. But it's also a very soft, etheric energy, which makes people feel not very grounded. And as we know, spiritual energy feels ungrounded anyway. So if we want a solid, grounded spiritual business, we must not use 5s anywhere, or 14 5s. The 14 5 is very much like, it's quite an intense energy. So we don't want any intensity. We want flow, ease, connectedness, depth, groundedness, and those things in spiritual businesses. Absolutely not intensity. So this was obviously a no-go. Then the 18.9 here was absolutely a no-go as well. So when I said earlier that you could put a 9 in success, it only means you can do it if you have embodied the power of 9. It also only means that you can do it if it is a very it's an arm of your business, perhaps, that is not, encompassing the whole business. And I would never put it in the foundation, in any business, on any arm, in any place at all. The only place I would ever put it is in the actual success part. What happens if you put it up front? So what happens is that it's too powerful. It's just too strong. It scares people away. I had a client where she had this up front on her website. It was like that. So it was a 9 up front to her actual URL for the website. She had no traffic to it. We changed the thing around, or we optimized the name. And then all of a sudden she started getting clients together with obviously the other marketing and business things that I teach my clients. And then she was starting to get clients and it was fine. So we just had to do that, you know, optimization for her. No 12.3s up front either. As I said to you earlier, 12.3, we got 12.3 in this training today, but it's not going to burn me out because it's just today, right? And I would never put a 12.3 in any like any programs or any online coaching containers or Facebook groups or anything like that, because again, it will burn you out. And actually, I wanted to show you I'll show you that in a moment, what I just done as well. I'm going to show you something and how I changed everything. So I got a 13.4 instead. So I'm going to show you that. So that's the 12.3 there. These 6s and the 10.1s are fine. Again, look here. So 5s on the Jenny line. So www.jennyline.net. Terrible. 5s. We don't want this up here. These numbers would have been fine. 10.1 and 15.6. And then I had this Soul Survival Kit. It was like an online, I think it was an online small program or something I created. This is ages ago. And I didn't go for that name, obviously. But it would have been awful again because 9's up front. And I think this was a strap line or something, mentor for holistic businesses. Obviously terrible. 18.9 up front and too much power, the other numbers that I couldn't find any 21.3s, but the other numbers that I would never, ever, ever, ever put up front is a 21.3 anywhere for that matter. So no 21.3s anywhere, at any place, in any case, at any time. And no 14.5s at any time, any place, anywhere, and 5s as well, and 12.3s. Those are type of the numbers that you would never, ever use in your spiritual business. The only place will be a 9 in success in an arm of the business when you have embodied the power of the 9. And if I was starting to work with a client and they are saying, oh, I want to put this in my, you know, in my new program, etc. If I feel that they haven't worked through their own disempowerment with the 9 and they haven't actually worked through, like, you know, to become an embodied, empowered person yet, I would say, no, you can't, because it will be misaligned. All right. So I wanted to share what I just done recently as well, which I think is pretty cool. I'm just going to find this. Let me see there. Yes, this is what I'm going to show you another slide there as well. So let's have a look. So just recently on my website, I added a new coaching program. So what was happening was came to me quantum life coaching. So what it was, I'm going to do a live event or a couple of live events locally where I live. And when this company called me up, they said, oh yeah, we can see that you're doing life coaching, etc. Like you found your website, etc. And I said, well, I don't think I can, like, I need to create something on the website, particularly for life coaching, because I said I work with entrepreneurs most of the time globally. And I don't necessarily like do life coaching sort of thing, but you could call it that if you change, just a format, whatever. Anyway, quantum life coaching, quantum business coaching. Oh my God, 12.3s in here, right? So I was like, oh shoot, I don't want any 12.3s in there. And I was like, these sessions, if I go and do these programs with people, quantum life coaching or quantum business coaching, then I will be burnt out. So I went, right, well, let's have a look at mentoring, shall we? Because I do call myself a mentor anyway. I'm a bit more than a coach, I would say. So I was like, right, maybe that wasn't meant. Coaching is not right. So quantum life mentoring, and look at that, wallop. What was really cool about it was that I wanted to create a program that will appeal to the normal person who is ready to invest in life coaching that is above the norm, that is exclusive, but actually that it appeals to the public as well. So the 16.7 is exactly that. It appeals to the average person, the grounding spirit into the earth plane. And actually, maybe I should even show you. I'll show you on the website as well what it looks like. And And then I wanted them to feel grounded and on a gentle spiritual journey. And that's exactly what a 15-6 is. It's on a gentle spiritual journey, and you're embodying and grounding and giving structure to a certain degree, action steps, because 6 is action for the client. And then success, 13-4, obviously, again, Christ consciousness, abundance, more the person be feeling more free, empowered, confident, filled with, deep fulfillment in life, like all these things, exactly what it does, right? And then I did a quantum business mentoring, which is even like it's worked out brilliantly as well. So this is something, 17-8 is about speaking out into society. And that's exactly what I'm going to be doing locally on these events. And I'm going to be talking about the quantum business mentoring. And it's a perfect number because I'll be speaking out into the society about it. And again, the 13-4 is exactly, Christ consciousness energies, and feeling supported, held, high levels of service, all those things, success, because people want to work on their finances and money and success and expansion, often in business, as well as obviously feeling good. And again, success, it will appeal to a lot of people on who wants to ground spirit into the earth plane. Again, people who understands plain, like they want plain English, they want spirituality in plain English, which is exactly that I'm going to do for them as well. So I'm going to just look at my website and I'm going to show you exactly how, and see if you think, I think you can see, I think you can see this, can you? Let me just see if you can see this. No, you can't see that. So I'm going to just share this with another screen sharing here. Okay, so there we go. So here we go. Here's the quantum mentorship. So it's exactly what I wanted it to do. It's a quantum mentorship one-on-one. And then here's the quantum life mentoring and the quantum business mentoring. And I've really tried to write it in very plain English. Exactly. I'm just going to stop sharing now. In very plain English with the 16-7, so that because you could complicate it quite, if I speak about Christ consciousness and things like that, the average person who wants to change their life and who wants to change their business may not actually really respond to that very well. So I've written it in a very, you go and check it out and see what you think if you understand it in plain English, because I was like, right, I really want to make sure I write that in plain English so that people really get it. I've got a question here. Hi, Melissa. Yes. So Melissa has gone to the Restream and she has put her details in. Brilliant. Thank you, Melissa. That's really cool. Okay. So let's just go back to this. So that's exactly what I wanted to do with those things. I think that was all the things I wanted to share today, actually. So if you are, I want to share this with you guys as well. So if you are a spiritual entrepreneur who has not succeeded at the level that you want right now, and that means not enough revenue, you're not you're not making the impact and the money that you saw in your vision, you're not succeeding to the level that you want, the club may well be for you. So the business community is £33. Actually, shouldn't say $33, it's actually £33. Sorry, I'm going to change that now straight away because that's a lie. So it's £33 a week, which is about, it works out about $40 a week. And it's this really, really extensive coaching in there. So if you feel like you haven't got your programs in place, you haven't got your, your niche and your avatar and all that in place, you don't know what social media channel to do, you don't know the next level strategy you want to use to create the impact that you want, you are just confused as where to do your next step. You feel like the coaching industry is also changing, by the way. So we have to step up in order to stand out. So if this is you and you feel like you need the next level coach now, the club is for you. And the way I created this so cheaply is because when you're in the beginning of your journey, like the first the first couple of years even, most people don't have like 50 grand, you know, $1,000 and pounds to invest, although I have invested that. But, you know, you really don't, most people don't have that. So at the moment, I feel like everyone should be able to start and run your online business, sharing gifts with the world, making change, you know, creating the vision and the dream that you see in your mind's eye, without breaking the bank. So I invite you to join the club. Now, if you want to work with a soul contract, we use the soul contract in the club all the time, as I said, and it's very sort of fluid. I had a client yesterday who said, "Oh, I'm going to register this new domain name now." She's actually a teacher, but she just sent it to me in Messenger, and she said, "Can you check this, Jenny?" So I just checked it quickly, and as I said earlier, because it's embodied in me, this work, it's never hard for me to find. Like it just goes like this. So I just messaged her back with the different options, like within 10 minutes. And she was like, "Oh my God, like, you know, I'm using this." So, you know, this was just done on Messenger. So my clients just send me this stuff. When you're a member of the club, you have access to all these things. And now I help you to get the, you know, it's a part of the, you know, part of the membership, obviously. And it's just really easy. And I just do it really quite fluidly with my clients. If you're working one-on-one with me, we can do a very extensive sort of program, you know, advancement of everything that you want to do. You might want to have, you know, look at all your email addresses, and it's more exclusive basically when you work one-on-one with me. So obviously we're using that. If you're not interested in the club and you're just like, "Look, Jenny, I want to work with a soul contract and I want to just like have this sort of like injection of you know, your expertise, and just like, you know, just really look at all the aspects of the business, etc." You could go to my website, jennylyon.love, and then what is the soul contract reading, or the soul contract reading work with me. And there we can do, for example, a soul contract immersion, which is, you can choose the different sessions. So we would look at your soul contract, obviously, but we also look at, you can make the whole package about the business if you wanted to. And that includes 3 sessions, the immersion package. So yeah, there's a few options. If you haven't had your soul contract reading yet, or you're looking to like dive into this work a little bit, I really, really recommend the soul contract PDF reports, and they can also be found on this page. So I'm just going to actually, I'm going to share with you what they look like, and what, you know, if you want to dip your toe into this work, what that actually looks like. So let's just stop sharing that for a moment. I'm going to show you there. Let me see. Wait. I'm trying to figure out now. No, I'm not going to disable camera. There we go. I'm going to share. Okay, here we go. I'm going to share this. All right, guys. So basically, if you're kind of thinking of getting, you know, going deeper into this, you can order, if you haven't had any of the soul contract work done, we always start with a personal, you know, with a personal reading. So if you scroll down to this page, you can buy a summary, but I wouldn't actually recommend that. I really recommend that you get your full report. This is where you basically get 175 to 140 pages in-depth complete PDF report, and it explains everything about your birth chart. There's a summary, it's a full depth interpretation, it's everything. And I'm just going to look at your, there's here is a sample. So this is basically what it looks like. It explains all of your soul contract, the karma, the talents, the goals in the spiritual and physical aspects. And it's just very, very comprehensive, and it's pretty mind-blowing. I mean, this is an abbreviated version, actually. That's 49 pages. But if you go back here, this is the full report, which is for this particular person here, Michael William Sampson, although that is a sample. It's 124 pages. This is with explaining the why you're here, what you're meant to be doing with your life, how to navigate the obstacles and how to create the more success like that you could ever dream of in your life. So I really recommend that you get one of these. So you can come and go and get that on the website to get started as well. I just really wanted to share that with you guys because you might be thinking, well, you know, what do I do now? Where do I go? So yeah, just go to jennylyon.love and then / soul contract reading on work with me. Okay, I think we've done a longer one today. It's 45 minutes. Jesus, so we've done a lot. Okay, guys, I will see you really soon. If you have any questions, let me know. I invite you into the Soul Contract, this Connected Soul Club, the club. And also, if you have any other questions on any other programs, let me know. But in the meantime, enjoy your day, the rest of your day, and I see you soon. And if you have any questions, always send questions below. I will answer them. And I wish you a wonderful, wonderful day. And